Officials weren't very busy, Zach, in the opening game. Only two penalties called, one later in the game as well. But officials want to salute them and the hard work they do as we have a look at Team China coming onto the ice. And again, last year finishing in fourth, started the tournament out with a 10-1 win over Italy. Shen had 5 goals in that game on 6 shots. And their starting lineup, you have a look at that. We'll get to goalies after we get to the opening ceremony, and that's where you can see Team China's starting group. For Team Korea, again, 3-0 loss to Czechia to kick things off, 15-1 loss to Canada. Ended up beating Italy 2-1 in a 5th place game last year. And they're going to be following up the tournament tomorrow with a game against USA. And there's a look at their starting lineup for Team Korea. Again, we'll get to starting goalies after the opening ceremony. Game number 2, Zach, of 4. First 3 days of this tournament. 8 countries represented. We'll have 3 days of 4 games as we are preparing to go in-house to our public address announcer at the beautiful 4-arena facility on Calgary Olympic Park. It is the Martin McPhail Center, this arena.
The goalkeeper, devant les filets, number 39, numéro 39, Choi Hyuk. The defenders, à la ligne bleue. En défense, number 20, numéro 20, Jang Dong-shin. And number 11, numéro 11, Song Yi-ha. En avant, at forward, number 14, Jung Sung-won. Number 27, numéro 27, Cho Byung-suk. And number 8, numéro 8, Choi Kwang-yuk. The starting lineup for Team China, la formation partante pour l'équipe de la Chine. The goalkeeper, the devant des filets, number 20, numéro 20, Ji Yan Zhao. En défense.
Game 2 just about to get underway here at the Wynn Sport Center. As we take a look at Korea's starting goaltender, it'll be number 39, Yuk Jon Choi, an 0-3 record in last year's tournament with a 4.74 goals against average and an .810 save percentage. He'll be looking to bump those numbers up here in today's opener.
Other side of the ice for Team China's 34-year-old Yan Zhaoji between the pipes. 4 games played last year in the Worlds, 2-2 as a starter, 350 goals against average, 735 save percentage. And China started out the tournament with 4 wins in a row. Ended up with a pair of losses towards the end. They only allowed, Zach, 1 goal against in each game. Ended up shutting out Germany, 2 goals against Korea, and then the wheels fell off, so to speak, after that. Met Team USA in the semifinal where they lost 10-2. Ended up losing to Czechia for bronze. As we have a look at the bench for Team Korea, Jong Ho Kim and his group will be looking to make best on the tournament this year. And for Team China, had a great chat with Ji Woo Yin, and a very expressive gentleman. He's an amicable young man, and I love to meet some of the brains behind some of the organizations, and looking forward to spending more time with them this week.
Yeah, you had a good chat in before puck drop here today. Just spoke about the practice and just the amount of work that they've put in over the course of the last couple of years, trying to improve the program and looking to get back onto the podium here this year.
Zach, it's arguable. You can say probably USA and Canada, likely 1 and 2. I think that spot, that 3 spot in the world ranking is fairly open, right? China's there, Czechia's there. That spot's for the taking. So I think for both Korea and China, good opportunity for one of those groups to rise to the top today.
Opening face-off, about ready to get underway here.
Yeah, waiting for the confirmation, and we're ready to roll.
And opening face-off controlled by China, and they'll push it up ahead quickly to Yifeng Shen. He's knocked off the puck early. The speedster for Team China, 17 points and 7 for number 17 last year in the 2023 World Championships. It was also a bright spot for Team China in the Para Hockey Cup back in New Brunswick. As a quick shot is fought off there by Choi. And China going to work early on. And it's flipped quickly out to center by Korea. It'll roll all the way in. And out to play it quickly is Yan Zhaoji.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, maybe you didn't catch the first game. puck possession and speed. Try not to allow the other group to ice the puck and a change. You want to exhaust the other groups. A pretty even roster on both sides of the lineup today, where Slovakia only had 10 players, USA far more than that. So for Korea and China, again, using their speed and trying to blow wide and open things up will be the key for each of them today.
As another face-off won by Team China, and it's a quick pass ahead for Hong Kwan Lee. His pass goes off a stick and slides harmlessly onto the net of Choi. As China will once again go to work on the forecheck here. Back defensively is Seok Oh, but knocked away. Ji Hun Liu back defensively as well as Oh takes over. Knocked off the puck there by the China forecheck. Quick shot handled by Choi again, who will elect to hold on for a whistle.
Yeah, there's some nice contact there by Zhao Dong Song, knocking his player off the puck and creating an opportunity. And Hong Wan Lee was a great player at the Para Hockey Cup. Thanks, guys, in the truck for the look there. Just along that line, Zach, from a trip here, you're allowed to engage contact, not perpendicularly, horizontally, and you each have entitlement to the puck.
Face-off won back by China. Again, an early advantage so far as puck right in front of the net. Put on goal, they score! Jin Tao Tian opens the scoring for Team China a little over a minute in.
Yeah, Jin Tao Tian had 2 goals in the 2023 Worlds, and a scramble set play right off the draw, and trying to attack the net there, and looks like the goaltender maybe just lost positioning on it. Yeah, that scramble happened so quickly. Great look from the backside there. 4 bodies collapsing in front of the net, and found an opening underneath the left arm and gets China on the board. It's 1-0. Eerily similar of last year's contest.
Strong start for Team China as they look to reestablish their podium spot. Coming off a pair of 4th place finishes, one at the World Championships last year and also the Para Hockey Cup in Quispamsis, New Brunswick. As China going right back to work. Push back to the line, and they hold possession. Flip down low quickly there by Kui. As Team Korea will collect. And the man we spoke of off the top, that was Jung, who lost possession. And a quick turnaround here for Zhu.
These 2 groups are also earmarked for the 2022 Paralympics, the bronze medal game as well. So familiar with each other. And again, it's going to be the speed of China breaking wide. Zach will be the story today.
Speaking of speed, they pick it up quickly here, working right in. Nice move to get around a shot. Fought off by Choi, and the rebound cleared by the stick of the Korean netminder. Good rush there from Ji Dong Wong. Yifeng Shen now out of the corner. A quick shot. Blocker save made. The rebound is there. Left. And unable to get a shot away was Wong. Long pass down low. That was defended well by the stick of Choi. And now pushed up the wall. Oh, heavy collision there, but China holds possession. The pass is flipped, but behind the defenseman. And that will be, they will then be forced to fire it down low. That was Jin Kwang Zhu who got it in. And now on the forecheck is Wong again. Busy shift for number 8. And had his pocket picked by Kwang Choi. Stolen away again by China. Early advantage on the shot clock. 4-0 for the Chinese team. Put right out in front, and that one will be smothered by Choi once more. And another whistle coming inside the the Korean zone.
Yeah, a little bit of physicality along the wall there, and they're going to put a lot of pucks at the net, 4 of them so far. And as again, I talked about that, China breaking wide with speed. Zach, they have 10 players who were born after 1995 or later as China. Korea, only 2 of them. So youth and speed, that's the way that you're going to want to play the game for Korea. More on the details side and dissecting it that way.
As Korea winning that face-off and flipping it down the ice, will not have enough for an icing call. And that one just held up enough as Korea will look to establish their forecheck for the first time as the linesman collided there with one of the Korean skaters. And now a long shoot in. That one will bounce off the end wall and is collected by the Chinese defenseman. Collision there as a check thrown by Choi. That being Si Woo Choi involved in that collision. China collecting the puck once more. Hong Guan Li feeds a pass ahead. It's behind the back of Xiaodong Song, but it is forced in deep, and now China looking to get a chance in front. The one-timer presented itself, but fanned on in front. Now a long shoot in by Song, as that was Jing Taotian, who's already got 1 goal in this game, coming out so close to doubling China's advantage.
Jin Taotian was a player at the Para Hockey Cup back in Quispamsis, New Brunswick in December, as that's giving an icing call that was a real catalyst. Number 32, right on cue as well. Hong Wan Lee was also an important part of that whole program, and for Korea, Zach, you're starting to see some physicality here. Where I mentioned China has the youth, Korea has the size. I think they have more of the bulky players that if they push their weight around a little bit, they can dictate the play. We saw physicality in front of the net as well. So a good game so far. China may have a shot advantage, but Korea by no stretch are they out of this.
So 1 goal advantage so far for Team China. They'll get an offensive zone draw off of that icing call. Bit of a delay due to Korea was going for a line change at that point. And then a misdone draw, so in to take it comes Cho. And that one will be pushed out to center by Team Korea. Looking for a quick line change here are the Koreans, as China back to collect, courtesy of Zhu. Zhanfu Zhu trying to clear the zone, unable to do so. Korea with their first real look on the forecheck, but corralling that puck is Zhu, and he'll hand it off for the speedster. Shen overskating it, but now carrying on for Team China is Wang. Centering feed, quick shot from Shen is fought off by Choi once more. Now another attempted shot will go into the corner. Jin Kwang Zhu is centering feed, is cut off, and now Korea will flip this one down the ice, and again this one will go for an icing against Team Korea.
Zach, as soon as 17 Shen gets a puck on his stick, Korea is, never mind, going to break. No, we're not going to break. It's an icing call. Anytime Korea gets the puck, we'll come back to that thought.
Face-off is to the right of the Korean netminder. Troy with an early 5-save afternoon here. Puck flipped out to center ice, and now Korea trying to skate onto it. Knocked off stride there was Kwang Hyuk Choi. And now trying to use the muscle there was Seong Wan Jung, but good work from Team China to corral that loose puck. And now back the other way. Here comes Hong Kwan Lee. Lee pushed into the corner. Battle ensues. And now a penalty coming up here, I believe, against Team China. So an offensive zone penalty coming up here. It's interference to call. And Team Korea going to get their first look on the power play here.
Good eye, Zach.
2 minutes for interference.
Yeah. All right. Are we going to break?
Yes, we will.
Media timeout. We are going to break. We'll be back to the Wynn Sports Center. Hang tight.
Here we get another look at that interference call against Xiaodong Song, who will head to the box for interference. With 9:07 to go here in the opening period. First look at the Korean power play, which went 2 for 12 in last year's tournament, 16.6%, which was still good enough for 5th in the tournament, which lined up with where they finished as well. Meanwhile, for Team China, their penalty kill, 15 for 18 in last year's tournament, a pair of shorthanded goals for as well, 83.3% on the kill last year. We'll see if they can start off 1-for-1 here today. Face off one, but cleared quickly by Team China. As Team Korea's got to wait as they look to check on side. That'll allow Team China to get a quick clear, and after it quickly goes Yifeng Shen. Unsurprisingly, first man to that puck.
Yep.
Safe
That's a set play, Zach. Right off the draw, they want to activate and get 17 alone. Shorthanded, offensive.
Here's a chance for Shen right in. Passes off. A quick fire, and that one is wide of the target. Jidong Wang unable to put that one home. But again, you talk about getting Shen into space. And the work he can do with that puck with just a split second of opportunity.
There are a few players in the para game that I've been able to see. Again, I've seen 5 of the 8 countries represented here. Few of them that can accelerate like 17 Yifeng Shen can, and that's why he's so successful.
Bouncing puck rolled to the blue line, but still inside the Korean zone. Over a minute gone on this power play for Team Korea. And again, they cannot clear it. Shen again on that forecheck. Yifeng Shen around the net, holding possession here on that right hand. Switches it up, dishes off. Zhu with a quick shot, and that one will go wide of the target. Not sure if that caught a piece of Hyokjun Choi in between the pipes for Team Korea. Not seeing a shot being attributed, so we'll assume no. That one a long shot right on, and handled by Yan Zhaoji.
Korea not able to set up on the power play here because, again, puck possession. If you're new to the para game, that's the name of the game. You get the puck, it's hard to get it off the other guy's stick.
Team Korea had it for a moment, but now it's Jidong Wang who steals, taken right back. Good work there by Dong Xinjiang to take possession away for Team Korea. Now a pass ahead, and it could be a break, but not reading it in time was Byung-Suk Cho. Now he's got it down low as number 27, but could have been a breakaway. Pass ahead, China with possession once more. Shen, after a full 2-minute penalty kill shift, will head to the bench, and China will go to work. Zhao Dong-sung working in, trying to get a shot away. That was blocked en route by Zhang. Now possession corralled by Tin Tiao Tian, who's got 1 goal already. The puck flipped to the opposing corner for Zhao Dong-sung to go after. Now China, a long shot. That's blocked en route. Nice stick there from Yi Ha-sung. For Team Korea, now a bounce pass, played ahead, that is just offside, as trying to play it right with Seung Hwan Jung, but unable to do so.
Korea's so close, Zach, as opposed to the opening couple of minutes where it was a little bit more difficult for them. This feed, almost right there. That would have been a clean-cut breakaway, and then that most recent chance, just a step offside. Again, 6 shots on goal, like I said in the opening couple of minutes. China wasn't able to find the net, and Korea right now, they were able to find the net once, I should say, but Korea just as much in this game as they are lacking the offensive opportunities.
Face-off again won by Team China as they control in the neutral zone. That could have been a team penalty, but it's going to go uncalled, as we'll stay 5-on-5. Korea with possession, nice pass, slid ahead into the path of Siwoo Choi, who will flip that high and into the zone. And back to collect it goes Zhanfu Zhu. China with possession inside their own zone again. The stretch feed perfectly played for Shen, who couldn't corral it cleanly. Now he's got to go into the corner to collect. But once again, the first skater out of the zone and the first to just about every loose puck as a pass, and a shot was blocked. Jidong Wang all around the net so far for Team China.
The point I tried to make before the commercial break was anytime Shen gets the puck, 3 white jerseys there right away.
They know the man they've got to keep an eye on. Shen going after it again here and unable to steal that puck. Good protection from, that was Siwoo Choi, and now it's Korean's goaltender, Hyokjun Choi, who plays that one. Now Wang Chuan with possession. Hounded there by the Korean forecheck. And now a collision there between Siwoo and Jin Tao Tian. And now Korea with possession. They'll just fire that into the zone, go after it. Under 5 to play here in the opening frame. China leading 1-0 thanks to a goal by Jin Tao Tian. Passed off, room to work, a quick shot, oh, just missed. Over top the goal, Dong Shin Zhong letting that one fly. Now a pass in front, unable to direct it on goal. Now a chance, that one slid wide by Huan Zheng. Now China back out to center, 2-on-2 the other way. Pass ahead, and here comes Tian. Jin Zhao Tian in, shoots, fought off again by Choi. That caught him in the mask. Now there's a Chinese skater in the net. Zhao Dong-sung trying to come away with that loose puck. It's flipped out to center, and once again, after it comes Seung Won Jung. Tried passing off, read there by Tian. And now China are away once more. And it parts. Chance here for China, but it's going to roll right to Choi, who will push that one into the near side wall. Hong Guan Lee separated from the puck there, as the Chinese skaters going after it here, and it's Hong Guan Lee who comes away with it. Now Shen again. Yifeng Shen fakes the pass, holds possession here, flips it into open space off the bench. Quick shot, that one wide of the target off the stick of Jin Guangzhu. And now China with some offensive zone time here. Late stages of the first, stolen away by Korea, unable to clear. Now they do. And who else? It's Won Jung again, who will clear the zone for Korea. They'll get some fresh skaters out there. And Byung Seok watching Yifeng Shen there. Nice pass ahead by 17 in the red and white. Check thrown there in the neutral zone, and now a pass pushed ahead. He's still out there as Seung Won Jung. As he finally at the end of his shift is gonna head off. That pass too far ahead of the Chinese forecheck, but icing gonna get waved off here. Korea will continue here. That'll be swung around, and puck kept in the zone. Nice play here. Zhan Fuzhu with a quick shot. That one hit a body en route and deflected into the corner. Believe that was Hyuk. And now a puck right out in front that is quickly covered by Hyuk Jun Choi for a whistle with 2:35 to go here in the first period. We'll step aside here from the Win Sport Arena. We're coming back after a break.
Team Korea and China tied with about 2 minutes or so remaining in the opening period. And for Korea, no shots on goal. Maybe done everything they possibly can to try and get a shot, and they haven't. But 1-0 China leads.
7 shots to none for China as they've got the offensive zone draw, but it's Korea who win and get the clear they were looking for. And here's arrested Seung Won Chung racing in after that loose puck, but beating him to it was Yan Zhaoji. The starting goaltender for Team China hasn't faced a shot yet, but has been active in the passing game so far. Now Korea could have a look here. Pass across, just out of the reach of Seung Won Chung again. Expect me to say 14 White's name about 100 times before this game is over.
He was our isolated player before the game, Zach Marks.
Absolutely. Has been everywhere so far. If that's touched by a Korean skater, it'll be a hand pass, and indeed it is. So we'll get a whistle.
Yeah, so Yifeng Shen essentially, all right, well, let's start here. For Korea, Soo-hong Chung, been all over the ice. He's going to shut down Yifeng Shen. He's going to try and create some offense. On the other side for Team China, whenever China wants to attack wide and create speed, Korea's going to use their physicality and try and create offense that way.
Game plans have been evident so far in respect to the offensive desires for each side. And so far, aside from the one breakdown for Team Korea. It's been relatively even as here comes Shen again. This time defended by a pair of Korean skaters, but he gets the puck back, does number 17. Flips a backhand on goal, and what a save there by Yuk Jun Choi. Absolute diving save as he takes that one away from Shen.
Yeah, Shen not only is speedy, not only crafty, creative. How about that shot on goal in this save? Look at this. Fanned on the clearing attempt. Think I'm gonna rip it? Think I'm gonna rip it? Nope. Whoop. Little flip backhander. Hello.
What a save.
Unbelievable.
By Choi. Gets the glove on it. Laid out for that. And keeps his team within a goal late here in the first period. Just over 90 seconds to go as this puck tied up in the face-off dot eventually pops free. And Choi will take the cover once more. And now a little extra shouting after the fact, but looks as though cooler heads will prevail between the two sides.
Yeah, these two groups I mentioned met the Paralympics for the bronze as well last year. That score, 7-2 was the final. A little bit different, Zach, in this opening period compared to the 2023 Worlds. 6 goals scored where China, that early scramble, it's been an even hockey game. Shots on clock right now, 8-0. Not indicative at all, in my opinion, of the way the game's been played.
And one thing you mentioned off the top is Korea iced the puck here, so we'll get another whistle, was that Team Korea ran into penalty trouble in that first period. It was 1-1, and then it was power play goal, power play goal, power play goal. That's something Team Korea has been able to avoid so far, the lone penalty going against Team China, albeit China probably had the better chances on that power play, a power kill, so to speak, as that is why Team China was able to net a pair of shorthanded goals in last year's tournament. In fact, I think they had a couple in the Para Hockey Cup as well back in December.
Yifeng Shen had one of them, that I know.
To no one's surprise, might I add. Puck fired across the slot, but nobody there. And now another loose stick, but possession held by Team China. Shot. In fact, that might have been a pass for Shen that just did not connect. And now we're inside the final minute. Check thrown there right against the door of the Korean bench. As Team China looking to add on here late. Talk to a coach at any level, be it para or standing hockey, you'd never want to allow a goal inside the final minute. As here Korea have dodged that, and no icing as that was played down by a Chinese skater. So maybe a little look here for Team Korea. Shen with possession. He's bumped there by Si Woo, but it is pushed back down the ice. And that one will be an icing, or I believe an offside rather. Not an icing call, with 23.7 to go in the opening frame.
Zach, you and I both consume a lot of hockey on every level, and you know the story. A team who puts a lot of shots on goal, but aren't able to find the net versus a team who isn't getting a lot of shots, they get their chance. This game, to me, has the feeling of, if Korea can get a couple really good high percentage chances, they might find themselves in the lead pretty quick.
Yeah, no doubt about that. They do have to get past Yan Zhaoji, who was a storyline at the Para Hockey Cup back in December, one of the better goaltenders in that tournament. Of course, Team USA's Jen Lee was...
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, he's pretty good. As that one deflects down low. And now China looking to clear the zone here late in the frame, and they will do just that as it's flipped back in. Somehow that did not touch a Korean skater for no offside. China with possession inside the neutral zone. It'll be pushed ahead right into the sled of the goal scorer, Jin Tao Tian, as the buzzer sounds. And Team China will take a 1-0 lead into the intermission over Team Korea.
Yeah, that guy right there is the story. Pak Jun Choi so far has had a great game. Team China, 1-0 commanding lead. We'll call it commanding. It feels commanding. It's not. We'll be back for period 2. Hang with us.
Yeah, I hear Nats.
And I can't hear Zach.
Hi. Right past the ice, Mike.
that is the Markin McPhail Center Winsport facility, 4 arena facility in Calgary Olympic Park. 80 the Eagle Edwards that visions him flying off the jump there in the backside of your screen. And flying, Team China came out early, 1-0 to score in this one, game 2 of the World Para Ice Hockey Championships. Jin Tao Tien right on the doorstep off the set play, off the face-off, and tap in on the low glove hand side. And that is the game's only goal so far. Shots rate nothing in the opening period between China and Korea. And for Team Korea, physicality, a little bit of that throughout the rest of the period. They didn't get any shots on goal according to the stat officials. That save is probably the highlight of them for the opening 20. More physicality is what they'll need, Zach, as we look back at the scoring summary in period 1.
As we take a look there at the goal scorer, Jin Tao Tian, 2 goals in the last year's tournament, and he's got his first here, just a minute 21 in, with the assist going to Zhang Zhang, the lone apple on that first goal, and that is the lone marker so far, as you mentioned there, Dave. A strong first period for both sides. China with a little bit more of an advantage offensively, but I think Korea dealt with the pressure quite well.
You and I talked about towards the back half of that period. It's got that feeling like Korea gets a scramble in front of the net. They might get that tying goal, and they might start to chip away. Where again for China, I've talked about this a number of times in this broadcast so far. They want to go wide with speed and attack the net.
Speaking of which, puck is brought in. We got an arm up early here. Not sure who the penalty is going to go against.
It's a holding call against Korea.
It is going to go against Korea, so that puck is touched up by the goaltender, Yukjun Choi. And for the first time in this contest, we will see Team China head to the power play. As we'll see who heads off.
Holding the stick is the penalty call.
The stick, and that is going to go against Byung Seok Cho. Pair of goals in last year's tournament, and right there just grabbing onto the stick of the Chinese. In fact, they've got the wrong guy. Seok joined the play a little late, so he'll serve the penalty.
He'll happily sit down and say, yeah, I'll enjoy the rest, or maybe they're going to correct that now. No.
Oh, no, he is settled in, so a holding the stick call that I believe should have gone against Kwang Kyuk Choi, but
who knows where the actual infraction was, so we could be wrong as well. Either way you look at it, China's got the power.
And that is all that matters. But a good start to this power play, or to this penalty kill rather, as Korea getting an early clear. It'll be interesting to see what the mentality is on this power play. And well, so far it's give the puck to the fastest guy on the ice, and that is Shen. Working right in down the left-hand side, peels back, and we'll get things set up for Team China. Nice pass off, a pass across, put on goal, they score! Tic-tac-toe, Jianfu Zhu's on the board, and China leads 2-0.
And it was all because of number 17, Shen. Drew all the attention on the attack. He was the decoy on that entire play. As on the backside, Zhu comes and right on the stick. Look at this. Shen draws all that attention. A little tap pass, thank you. Weak side, bang. One-timer, no chance for the goalie. Another great look on the end camera. They're all puck watching, Zach. All 4 white sweaters. Their heads going the other way. That's in the para game. It's really tough to turn, right? So if you can get those backside feeds, that's your advantage. Jianfu Zhu, 3 assists in last year's tournament, has goal number 2, a power play 1 for China.
Snuck in from the blue line and makes no mistake, doubling the China lead. Less than a minute into the second period, and now they look for more. As Team USA with a 10-0 win over Team Slovakia to open the tournament. Now a backdoor feed, they score! Team China double dipping early in the second period. This one tapped home by Xiaodong Song, and it's 3-0 China.
Xiaodong Song, no points in the tournament last year, and a nice backdoor feed, going back to the well again. Bringing it in with speed, right? Trying to get Team Korea a little bit uncoordinated, not sure where the puck is. Puck chasing there. Nice little move. Bang. Tap on the doorstep all day. Thank you very much. Puck 13 into period number 2. 2 goals for Team China on 3 shots, Zach.
Great start to the middle frame here for Team China. And now they've got another chance here as it's Hongguan Lee who had the assist on that third goal. Bringing it in. Quick shot on goal. That's handled by the stick of Choi.
I imagine the conversation Ji Woo Yin, head coach of China, had at the intermission is, guys, we can use our speed even more. We haven't showcased it enough yet. Let's try and do it misdirection, deception plays.
Nice pass ahead. China is in. Backdoor feed. Zhao Dong Song did not connect. I should call it a back wall feed. It wasn't quite close to the goal, but China still with possession. Centering feed. A quick shot, and that's stopped by Choi. The rebound collected again. Wraparound attempted, and that one stayed out as well. Good effort there from the first goal scorer for Team China, that being Jin Tao Tian. Here comes Yifeng Shen. Good stick handling on the right hand. Dishes off, right in, pass across, and it's a tap in. China's got 4, and this one finished off by Hong Guan Li.
And this is Team China hockey to a T. This is what they're going to do. They're going to bring numbers in. Yifeng Shen again. What a nice little push pass. Jin Tao Tian one side, backdoor feed, bang. Right on the doorstep. Hong Guan Li pops it in. China now has 3 goals on 4 shots to begin the third or second period. And for Team Korea, a little bit shell-shocked here, right? They thought they played a pretty good opening period.
And as you bring that up, partner, Team Korea is going to call a timeout.
And a great opportunity, too, because, you know, we focused more on the Korea side, Zach, to finish up period number 1, to say what things might look like in period 2 for China. Yeah, they did miss a lot of
unprepared for the goaltending changes. Down 1 after 1, not the ideal situation, but as we mentioned, that feel of just one chance was needed, and perhaps we were right, but on the other side, it was China who needed that one opportunity to break the game open.
Zach, you talked about save in the tournament, what might be. Just have a look back at that. Yifeng Shen, whoop, little flip play. Oh my goodness. That's taking a, what, a double in baseball? I don't know, I don't watch baseball, so.
And as there,
that's as good as it comes in any sport. Dae Hanbong.
He's getting the Korean fans, I think a couple in attendance, trying to amp up the crowd, but also amp up his teammates as they're down by 4 early here. Dae Hanbong, an 0-1 record at last year's tournament with a 13.16 goals against and a .698 save percentage.
Yeah, he was in after that.
The numbers aren't quite surprising. Pushed ahead, and out. Oh, that one just missing. And it won't be an icing call as Shen beats everyone to that loose puck yet again.
And in pretty much anybody in the sport of para, probably I think 7 or 8 guys I think in the world who can match the speed of Yifeng Shen.
As that pass doesn't connect, we'll go the distance. In fact, they're going to call that icing. As The Korean skaters not too happy. I could be wrong, but it looked like the Chinese defenseman had a chance at that puck on the clearing attempt, but...
There's a look at Dae-Hong Bong from one of the club programs there. I was going to pronounce it, but I don't have a pronunciation guide for the name. It's a lot longer than I anticipated, so... But Hak Jun Choi had a great start to this game. Dae-Hong Bong, 30 years old. And you know what? How about this, Zach? Oh no, I thought it was April. It is the month of April? No, it's May.
No, it's the month of May.
His birthday was 1 month ago today.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm not excited. I thought that was today.
The refs did, in fact, agree with my verdict as a quick shot. They took away the icing call. Face-off was at center. Now China's got possession here inside the Korean line. Team Korea looking to break it out to center ice. That pass does not connect. And it's China who corral possession, courtesy of Zheng Zhang. Picked up an assist on the opening goal of the game for Team China. Bouncing puck found entering the zone by Xiaodong Song. Hong Guan Li will leave it there for Jin Taotian. Jin Taotian with some room on the right hand, puts it on with his left, puck in front, they score. It's Hong Guan Li on the doorstep, and China leads it 5-0.
Yeah, Dae-Hong Bong got a little bit crossed up in the net, couldn't locate that puck, found its way behind him, and again, number 32, Hong Guan Li was great in the Para Hockey Cup all the way back in December. Jin Taotian, great stick work, patience, delay. You know what? A safe puck on net, any level of hockey, coach will tell you this, any puck on net is a good puck in net. And not a great angle, but he just put it right along the ice there, in the inside of the post, hoping that his teammate might be able to get a rebound if one was there. Well, one was there, and it's 5-0 for Team China.
As China's offensive floodgates starting to open up a little bit here, as they have been electric to start this second period. Korea looking to stem the tide, so to speak. Here the puck flipped high and into the Chinese zone. And we've got a whistle here. I believe it's on a delayed offside. So 11:05 to go.
China scored 3 goals in 6 minutes in the back half of the opening period last year at the Worlds, which gave them a 5-1 lead. Similar bit of a burst here, Zach, in the opening 4 minutes, where for Team Korea, again, they just get back to the physicality. That is what was the difference for them. They're not engaging physically anymore. They took a penalty, which led to a puck going into the net.
Sometimes that's all you need. If you're, in this scenario, China, you just need that one opportunity to get some offense going, and here they're using it to their advantage. Up by 5 here and looking to add on. As that puck fired across the ice, Zanfu Zhu after it, knocked off stride there by Xiu Hu. Both of them collide, and indeed that's actually going to be called on the penalty. That should be interference. Indeed it will be. So 10:43 to go. It'll be a Chinese power play yet again, 1-for-1 already, as here it is Xiu Hu who will head to the penalty box.
Yeah, and that's some of the trouble that Korea's going to get in, because when you're engaging in physicality, you have to play on the edge. And if you're already chasing the game, you're down 5 goals. Where's the risk that you take in order to create physicality? Where China has the edge coming, we knew they were going to be the faster team. There's no secret on that, right? It's about playing better positional hockey. China right now is finding ways around the structure of Korea. For Korea, they want to get back to suffocating that structure.
China controlling off the face-off, a quick shot. That one wide of the target off the stick of Zheng Zhang. Now bouncing puck out to center, and now could be a shorthanded break here. And winning the positioning battle there nicely was Guang Xianhu against, that was Seung Hwan Jung going after it. A collision on the half wall, and again, Korea going to work on the forecheck here on the penalty kill. Much better start than they had on their first penalty.
And more physicality, Zach, right there. It's on the forecheck.
Pass played ahead. That one out of the reach of the onrushing Jin Taotian. But now China corralling inside the neutral zone. Xiaodong Song, nice pass ahead. And now China looking to skate it in. They'll do just that. Hong Guan Li's got to be careful. Nearly had the puck stolen, but China able to hold possession. And now still forced inside the neutral zone. Great penalty kill from Team Korea, not letting China get into the zone.
Yeah, this could be a momentum shifting moment here for Korea, and a big hit right at center ice. This is the kind of game Korea finished the opening period with. And I think that they can draw momentum from that if they're able now to get offensive chances, as it's exhausting playing defense when you have guys with speed that are all around you all the time. For Team China, again, those opportunities are going to come. You capitalize when they come. Don't overforce the chances. And for Korea, again, a successful penalty kill here. Still no shots on goal on the clock. They want to get some ozone opportunities.
43 seconds left in the penalty against Seok Oh for interference. Second power play of the game for Team China. And in this scenario, it is a Korean face-off win, but jumping right onto it, there was Hang Chae. And he'll feed it ahead. A little bit of a different look for this Team China power plays. That shot fought off by Daehan Bong. That was Ji Liu who fired that shot on goal. Not sure I've said his name so far here this afternoon, so some new faces on the power play. Pushing down low is Jin Kwang Zhu. And possession down low, penalty time ticking away here. Just 10 seconds left to go. Korea one last clear, and that will just about do it for the power play. And that's big for Team Korea.
Zach, it just goes to show this obviously being a world championship, the elite level of coaching on display from both sides, right? China comes out, 3 quick goals, 4, call it 4, Korea's on their heels. Korea, a great penalty kill. China again, oh, this didn't work, let's try this. Well, that didn't work, why don't we try that, right? There's so many intangibles to the sport and to the game that make it so much fun to watch. And that's why it's been, all things considering, again, a 5-0 score. Korea gets some offensive opportunities. They haven't been able to test the goaltender yet for them. But I think China, so much fun to watch when they can do it at a high level, right? It's exciting. The sport of para hockey is growing. It's bigger and better than it's ever been. When it's at its absolute apex, it's a fun sport to watch.
No doubt about that. Their partner, 8.5 to go here in period number 2, and it's Team China controlling again after the icing call. That one right on. Snag on the fly by Daehan Bong. And that'll take us to the media time out. 5-0 the score. Team China leading Team Korea in the second period on day 1.
For Team China, up 5-0, and Yifeng Shen coming into the game today, we knew he was going to be the story. 13 goals and 17 points. Anytime Zach 17 has the puck, a cloud of white jerseys all around him. Yifeng Shen found the net today, I think once, right?
He's got one.
So one of the 5 goals.
Oh no, my apologies. He's got a couple of assists though.
Okay, so
No
using
goals
him
quite
also
yet.
as a decoy as well. He can shoot the puck. We know he can bury it, but he's also a great playmaker. So for Team Korea, you know, that's an adjustment that the Chinese coaching staff has made. Well aware that you don't want this guy to shoot the puck. Okay, he's going to distribute the puck, and we'll let number 28, number 32 do damage as well.
That long shot from the point, wide of the target, as Team China with possession inside the offensive zone. Korea trying to force this one out, and they'll do just that. Good work there by Dong Shin Jong. And now puck corralled by Team China. Check thrown there on the half wall. Now that one cut off and pushed back out to center. China with numbers the other way once more. Past ahead, Zhao Dong Song drops it off for Jin Tao Tian, who will let it fly. That one over top the goal. And Tian going after that rebound once more. He's first to it is number 28. Navigates at the blue line. Good work to hold it in. Now pushes a pass down low for Hongguan Lee, looking for the hat trick, but the pass did not connect.
Good release on that shot by number 28, Jin Tao Tian. Didn't miss the net by much, but it just goes to show the amount of speed that when you give him some open ice where he can put a puck. And I've seen him put that one bar down before.
Team Korea with some offensive zone time, something we haven't seen too much of so far. That shot for a tip over top the goal. Won't count as a shot on goal, but
again,
something to worry the net of Yan Zhaoji, who has been, we won't say busy so far in this one. Still no shots against. As now China looking to carry it in. Where is it? It's inside the neutral zone. Is good work from Team Korea once again, not allowing that zone. And Hong-Hwan Lee trapped inside the Korean zone. He'd lost both sticks. Couldn't really push himself back across. Finally gathered at least one. And will now make his way to the bench as Korea collects inside. Two Korean skaters up ahead, and now 2-on-1 into the zone, but that's offside. As ahead of the play was Ji Hyun-ryu. Just ahead, and what would have been a 2-on-0 is
have a look at that deflection. Just missed the net, Zach. And on that last play again, momentum for Korea. This game, wrap it up in a bow, bursts. China started out early, got a goal on a burst. Start the second period, a 4-goal burst. Ever since then, it's been even keel hockey. It really has been. Korea hasn't been able to hit the net, but they've had, 4 or 5 shots towards the net, haven't been able to hit it.
I believe that's the why
Corsi stats?
Well, Corsi, but also why in here's a chance here for Shen working in, passes across, and it's tapped home at the side of the goal. China's got another. This one off the stick of Zhan Fuzhou, second of the game, and it's 6-0 Team China.
What a beautiful feed across. Look at this absolutely lethal feed across. Oh, Shen, a thing of beauty. 17 on his way. Whoop, look at that. Just the backdoor tapping. The timing on that, Zach. If he's off by half a second, that misses the net completely. It's worth nothing. You think they've done that a couple times before? Zhan Fuzhou, beautiful feed from Shen. Is that 3 assists now for Shen in the game?
I believe it would be. 24 now with 2 goals, a pair of 2-goal skaters as Zhan Fuzhou will skate in to take this face-off against Zhong Ho Zhong.
So China again, bronze medal. They lost in the bronze medal game last year. In a game they led 2-1. No, it was 2-1 towards the end of the second period. They tied it up, and then a late goal with $1:14 remaining in the hockey game that gave Czechia the bronze. Czechia playing later today as well. They're in a great program to watch too.
They'll close out the day against Team Italy in the nightcap. Team Canada and Team Japan coming up next here at the Winsport Arena as Team China with some time inside the Korean zone once again. As in-house goal announcements underway. China up 6-0 now. And Team Korea looking to break out of their own zone. They'll swing it back around. And China's going to win the race to that puck yet again, holding it hit the blue line. Now a flip pass into the, well, that was into the slot, but it rolled wide. And now Team Korea after it in the corner. Puck pulled free, fired to the line. That'll be kept in by Yu Tao Kui. And now China again with zone time. Pressure in front. Pass put on off the goal post. Shen coming close to his first of the tournament. But it stays out. Feels similar to Jack Wallace in a sense. Had all sorts of chances, just couldn't bury one until the final minute or so of the Team USA 10-0 win over Slovakia. Here, Shen's done a ton, but has also added a few assists here and there, as that one looks to be an icing call against Team China, so a rare offensive zone draw coming up here for Team Korea.
So last year in the quarterfinal, China won 7-2, where Korea ended up playing for that 5th place game, and they won that one 2-1 in China. As we mentioned, lost in the bronze medal. Shots were 23-9 in that game last year. 9-3 through the opening period, 6-2 into the second period here. 16-0 the shots. They were 8-0 after one, I do believe, yes. And now they're 8-0 in with 5 minutes left in period 2 here.
Slightly better conversion rate for Team China,
yeah,
however.
just slightly.
As they've added 5 here in the middle frame with 4:48 to go in the period. And the face-off won back by Team China, as that has been one of the many strengths for this Chinese contingent. The ability to win the face-off, especially in key situations. Chance here, a shot, stopped by Yan Zhaoji. as the best opportunity of the game for Team Korea. Stopped by the Chinese netminder.
And that's the guy you want with the puck. Soo-Hung Chung, our isolated player before the game. 2 goals in last year's tournament. And Aaron puck comes flying right to him. Whoop! All alone in front. Do whatever you can to get it on net as quick as you can. Don't worry about trying to go to forehand. Great shot here off of the camera lens of tight follow operator Ron Radke. As first shot on goal there for Korea. Let's see if that can build a little bit of momentum.
About 25 minutes into the contest, Korea has a shot, and G with, it's an interesting question that just got answered there, is does that affect the goaltender's timing? Does it affect their ability to react? Clearly G locked in despite the lack of pucks fired his way so far.
Well, what that shot on goal did here for Team Korea is give him a little bit of juice. And less talked about, I'll hold that thought there. Okay, no, I won't. It's an icing call. Where we've talked a lot about Korea and what they haven't been able to do offensively and what China has been able to do. How about China defensively, Zach? Only 1 shot against in this hockey game. Coming in, the story we knew was going to be China's speed. We didn't talk about them as much defensively. China's played a really responsible neutral zone game, right? Again, puck possession. They force you at the blue line to go back the other way. They've done that really well today.
That they have. China has been about as expected so far, as that puck trickles around inside the crease before finding its way out the other side, but limiting Korea's opportunities to break out, the speed that the D-court contains, and now a chance here, and that pass just too far ahead again of Dong-Shin Zhong. He'll get there though, now leaves it for Seung Wan Jung. Pass in between some Chinese skaters, and then will eventually find its way to Byung-Seok. You mentioned 4 goals between for Team Korea at last year's tournament. 2 scored by 14, 2 scored by 27. All of their goals on the ice here right now, looking to get some momentum. Is that one a collision right next to the boards, and the puck pops free, and now China could be away 2-0, in over the line, right in, a pass across, a shot, and they score. It's Dianpeng Guiyu with his first of the tournament, and it's 7-0 China.
Difficult one for Team Korea, but great transition again for China in bursts. They're scoring in bursts, they use their speed, and a turnover to the neutral zone, and even fanned on the shot, but got enough on it to be able to get it underneath the goaltender. 1 assist in the tournament last year for number 30, Dianpeng Guiyu, and he makes it 7-0 for Team China.
Certainly not the prettiest goal he'll ever score, but I'm sure he'll take
6.
it.
I say 7? It's 6. Is it 6 now?
No, it's 7 now.
It is 7?
It was
still
6.
6 on the board.
I haven't gotten that far yet. But
okay, perfect. That's why I always second guess myself.
And Korea off the face-off are going to ice this puck. No, it's going to get beaten out. Nice hustle there from Si Woo Choi. As Korea with possession here. Puck on the half wall. And quickly fired ahead. China with it. Would have been offside, but now it may also be icing. And indeed it is. So face-off coming inside the Chinese line.
So here's what's so difficult for Team Korea, right? You have a great zone time possession. You make a nice cross-ice feed. You got China hemmed in a little bit at the line. And then making a line change, crossed up, 2-0 the other way. A 2-0 where you can't let a goal up when that happens. Difficult situation, and for China, they can score at a high level. That's really been the story.
They had 33 goals at last year's tournament. Already with 7 here with a little under 18 minutes left to play in this one. And Korea looking for a little bit of offense. That shot fought off by Ji, who will hold on for the whistle. 2:41 to go here in the second period. And we will step aside as we take one last look here. It is 7-0 Team China with under 3 to play in period number 2.
Team Korea, 7-0. Team China does lead. Dave Dawson is my name. Zach Marks is the guy doing play-by-play. Zach?
China facing this defensive zone draw after a stop by Yan Xiao Ji. With a little bit of pushback here at the late stage of the second period, trying to answer what has been a great period for Team China. 6 goals, and now they've got a 2-on-1. Passed ahead, that would be offside. Wisely not touching it is Hung-Wan Lee, who would have been in for a hat trick on that breakaway should the pass have been received. Instead, Korea starts back the other way, working right in. A quick shot, and that's stopped by the stick of Yan Xiao Ji. And China corralling possession once more. Puck fired out to center ice, and now it is Jin Tao Tian who skates it in, leaps for Zhao Dong Song. Now it's Tian once more, trying to work out of the corner, time, space, a shot, stop, the rebound, they score! 8-0 China on the backdoor rebound. Fired home by Guan Jianhu.
Yeah, no chance for the goaltender. A generous rebound on the bounce. Good stick, first of all. Did that finally hit the post, or did that go off the bottom of, or did the goalie make a save on that originally? Yeah, they did. So,
Daehan Bong getting the bottom of the sled
save,
onto that.
And then on the rebound, Johnny on the spot, no chance at all. Stick on the ice. And for Team China, 8-0. 2 minutes left in period 2.
They've got possession again off the face-off as it's trickled down into the Korean zone. First to it, though, is Dong Shin Zhong. Puck came out to center. They are gonna call that offside. Looked like there was a brief question as to whether that would be called, but shots favoring China 18-3 at this point in the hockey game. And this second period, just about all things going the way of the Chinese team. 7 goals now in the period with 1:42 to go. Face-off is won back, and China will send it right back into the zone after it quickly. Zhang Fuzhu, who's got 2 goals himself, holds up play, deals for Shen. Unable to get the shot away was number 17. Now China working it around once more. The pass, that'll be intercepted. Read well by Guang Hyuk Choi, and it'll be flipped down the ice. Icing waved off as China will collect. Now Shen, pass ahead for Zhang Fuzhu. Lost possession momentarily before grabbing it back, and now flipping it into the zone. Korea netminder Daehan Bong watches that roll past as we enter the final minute of the second period. Puck underneath the Chinese defenseman. Shen has it on the half wall, feeds a pass in front, directed on goal, and they score. The hat trick for Zhang Fuzhu. As
That was a beauty.
no other way to put it, partner. 9-0 now for Team China.
What a pretty way to get your hat trick goal. And again, Yifeng Shen, what a feed, Zach. Are you kidding me? His eyes are facing the boards. A feathery backhand pass and a deflection over top of the goalie. That's why these are the World Championships. These are the best of the best in the world at para. Yifeng Shen is one of the top players on the planet at para hockey. That kind of pass in stand-up hockey is hard to make. Para hockey on the backhand, getting it across tape to tape for the deflection top shelf. Just absolutely filthy stuff.
China continuing to push here. Pass pushed ahead, intercepted. And now corralled again. Korea with it. Flipped high and out to center. Down the ice. Icing is waved off. In behind. Puck will roll up the wall. China looking to clear. They'll do just that, but it will trickle all the way down. And a late icing call here against China. 25.3 seconds to go in the second period.
So Zach, this action from Group A is like the previous game from Group A. Group B games coming up later on today. Canada taking on Japan, and then the nightcap tonight, Czechia up against England. Great tournament, day number 1. 3 days of 4 games a day, and then we head into the semis. Each team plays 3 in the preliminaries, then into the quarterfinals, semifinals, and championships.
Quick shot in that one, stopped by Yan Xiaoji, who had to be sharp there as a quick fire shot off the face-off.
Yeah, not a lot of workload in this game at all for the goaltender for China. 1-0, I believe the score was, after the opening period. So great second period for Team China. And a couple more shots on goal here for Team Korea. And again, now they're in that category of preparing for the next game. What can we do well in period 3 to set us up well for our next game?
China trying to clear. It's pushed ahead, and maybe one last rush here. Just 3 seconds left. They've got to be quick. And they get the shot away, but the buzzer sounds, and that'll do it for another 15 minutes of action. Team China takes a 9-0 lead into the second intermission. What a period for Team China. Started with a power play goal, and it just did not stop from there. 8 goals in the middle frame for China, and Korea unable to stop it. You're watching in Calgary.
accessibility for Paralympics exists in a number of different ways. I mean, at its most basic level, it's a matter of creating access to the rink itself, whether that's the entryways, whether that's the benches, the penalty boxes, locker room space, accessible washrooms. Regina is the closest setting for any Paralympic player to register or to play.
I think there's 10 or 15 players that play my community. I think they can get more, like just more people will be involved. There's better ramps and facilities. I think more people will be involved.
So some of the improvements or aspects to ensure that we can host this event is one of them is the gathering point to be able to access the ice surface. So the athletes come into the auditorium here and they would get out of their wheelchairs, take their prosthetic legs off, take their crutches, and put them aside, and then get into their sleds. And so the runway that we have here allows them to get positioned. The other aspect is making sure that the gates are wide enough. And so the gates were also widened from 32. They went to a 36-inch gate. What you'll see down here is notice that the ice is flush with the threshold. And so now what happens is the sleds can go straight up, straight out, and skate right onto the ice. So within the benches itself, there's artificial ice that's at the bottom here. So it's a special type of floor. And then when we're in here, we'll notice the big change, right, is that the white popcorn is gone, and the ability for those athletes while they're sitting in their sleds, that they can look out and they can see the field of play. And again, the gates are all at ice level in terms of their ability to skate in and out. As you can see behind me, the penalty box will be changed again from polycarbonate see-through glass. And that is the artificial ice. Some of the other amenities that we've done in the facility to ensure that this event is a success is just ensuring we put extra power drops in so each team has their own independent power. We added time clocks while the dressing rooms.
This is a world-class facility, and it's incredible that a facility like this 2 months ago wasn't accessible for our sport, just like that has become so, and we're very grateful for that.
I think the hard legacy is the fact that we now, the city of Wichita, Southern Saskatchewan, is another facility within Western Canada, the province of Saskatchewan, that has a para in it.
The reality of the situation is there's some kid with a disability living somewhere around Wichita, and I think providing them with an opportunity to play sport is invaluable, and I think that's the legacy that we have the opportunity to leave here with.
Please welcome back to the ice, Team Korea and Team China.
The Winsport facility on Canada's Olympic Park in Calgary, Alberta. Mark and McPhail Center, 4 arena facilities, the site of the World Para-Ice Hockey Championships in 2024. Team China has a commanding 8-0 lead through 2 periods, and here's a lot of the goals that we're going to get to the scoring summary quickly. However, the scoring summary might take most of the third period to get through. There was a lot of goals for Team China. And 2-0 right here, no chance for the goaltender. Goalie change was made by China starting goalie, Hak Jun Choi. Got pulled in relief of Tae Hong Bong. Dave Dawson is my name. Zach Marks is the play-by-play guy. Zach, if you want, talk through them, pick out a couple. There's a whole bunch of goals there
Oh,
to see.
plenty to talk about there, partner. Hongwan Lee, standout performer so far with a hat trick on the board, or pardon me, with 2 goals. And then it's Zhanfu Zhu who finished off his hat trick in that second period as well. And of course, we've already discussed Yifeng Shen at length so far here this afternoon in a 9-0 Team China lead.
Well, we will talk about Yifeng Shen later in the broadcast throughout this third period today. Coming in, we knew he was going to score goals, Zach. 13 goals last year, led the whole tournament in scoring. What maybe people who haven't watched him don't understand is his giftedness. And we have some highlights coming up later in the period, which we will get to. And he is such a talented player.
He's ready to go as the puck is down, and we're back underway for the third period of game number 2. Team Korea looking to build something here heading into game 2, or their second game on day 2 tomorrow. As that one pushed back down low, they'll take on the United States in that one. As Team China gets set for Team Slovakia in the opener tomorrow morning. But for now, we've still got about 14.5 minutes of this one to play out. Team China with possession, and it's Yifeng Shen with speed through the neutral zone, dodges one check, pushes it towards the net, and taking no chances with that loose puck is Daehan Bong. And in fact, am I wrong?
Rough stuff
There's
now.
some rough stuff, but I think they're going to take Shen here.
They might get, wow, I thought it might have been the Korean player.
No, I think it's Shen for, they're going to call him for teeing on the goaltender.
Wow.
There was a little collision there. I noticed it up
He's
as it
getting
happened.
unsportsmanlike conduct. He's not getting a team.
My
penalty.
apologies.
So
That might be for snowing the goaltender. It had to do with the goaltender because the arm was up after the two collided.
Right.
So obviously, and that's what generated the rough stuff, as we spoke about. Team Korea's second power play of the game, and now we get to see how the mentality shifts on the penalty kill for Team China when they don't have that outlet in Shen that we saw in the first period.
Yeah, and I think for Korea, again, we talk about building positives for tomorrow. That's really what it's about coming in. They played a great opening period, didn't get any shots on goal at all. So for China, not wanting to get into mistakes for the next game as well.
Korea with possession inside the zone. Good puck movement to start out here, as there is Seung-Won Jung, who is knocked off stride. China gathering up that loose puck, but it's forced back down into the corner and swung around to the far side. And over to keep that in for Team Korea is Dong-Shin Jung, but stolen away by China. They're back out to center ice. Defended, no, breakaway here, shorthanded. Working in is China, shot thawed off by Daehan Bong. And Jidong Wang let that one fly. Now, once again, Dong-Shin Jung starting back, Seung-Won in over the line. He's checked at the blue line. Now China are back away as leading the rush. Here is Zhanfu Zhu, 3 goals already in this one, and has possession shorthanded for Team China. Wisely plays it back, as we've mentioned throughout. Puck possession, always the name of the game, especially on the penalty kill. And here, a turnover forced. Korea trying to work in, and no.
He might have hurt his arm.
Yeah.
His arm might have got caught up and pinned there, Zach.
That is Seung-Won Jung down in some discomfort.
And that's not the guy you want in pain. On the flyby, it looked like his right hand got caught up with the China player and looks to be fighting it off. That's a tough young man. When I first saw that collision and what it might have led to, here's a great look on the replay. His sled got caught up with the right hand. I thought maybe he's gone for the tournament. Nope. Shakes it off, and he's good to go.
Grabs the stick, heads to the bench.
Yeah, and no worse for wear.
He's not in his head, looks to be okay. Maybe a little preliminary check just to be safe, but for now he stays on the bench.
Yeah, that looked like a hard contact.
A little under 45 seconds to go on the power play here for Team Korea, and that won't help as they've iced the puck, and a face-off coming inside of the Korean line.
And there's a look at Zhangwan.
Guangshan Hu.
Sorry.
Wrong roster
Thank
there,
you, yeah.
partner. One goal already for number 22. Finished off, in fact, potted the rebound on what was a Shen shot.
Right, the one that had a stick on the ice to the right side of the net. Yep, born in 1997, so part of that youth that China does possess, which, there are players who are a bit elder statesmen in the para hockey. They still can accelerate well. China sure does use the advantage of the youth on the roster.
As a quick shot, that one goes wide of the target. Zhao Dong Song letting that one fly. And now it works itself back out. Jin Tao Tian with possession and watching the clock tick down. Just 10 seconds left on the power play. And that'll be swung around to the near side, all the way around. And that is Zhao Dong Song once more. Long shot. Oh, deflected just wide of the target by Yan Xiaoji. As Korea just firing pucks where they can. Haven't really had a great opportunity other than the one in that middle frame, which was actually their first shot of the game, courtesy of Seungwon Jung. But Ji, definitely the quieter of the two netminders so far here this afternoon. This puck works itself up ahead for Zhao Dong Song. He'll just fire it in deep. And after it quickly goes Hongguan Lee. Lee first to that puck for Team China. Pushes it into space, into the path of Zhu. Knocks it around. Now China will head to the power play as Korea touch up. And it'll be
teeing, I think you call.
Unshul Zhu.
It's going to be a teeing penalty.
For teeing. So China to their third power play. 1 for 2 so far in the contest.
And again, let's rewind back to period number 1. Here's the difficult situation for Korea. You come out, you're dictating the physicality. You're weathering the storm. You're able to get some good contact. And then tough to see from that angle. Referees are down on the ice though. But so you want to dictate the physicality. Now in a 9-0 score, you want to play on the edge, but you don't want to step over the edge because you don't want to give China more and more opportunities to add more onto the score sheet.
As goal differential always going to play a factor in a round robin format such as this.
Zach. Yeah, especially when you only play 3 games, right?
The bottom team in each division will go directly to the 7th place game. Third place will play in the quarterfinals against second place in the first round, or the first place in each division or group will get an automatic bye into the semifinals.
And the last 2 get relegated as well.
That they do. So trying to avoid that at all costs are these two squads. As that pass in front just a miss. China currently 1 goal away from tying Team USA atop Group B, or pardon me, Group A in the standings as this one's pushed back out to center. China unable to fire it in, and that will allow Byung-Suk Cho to send it into Chinese territory. 1:10 to go on the power play. Up the ice comes Team China again. There's that speed we've talked about, working right in. Hongguan Lee in, shoots, fought off by Daehan Go. Another shot, and that one, great save by Daehan Bong.
Wow.
As that might be the best save we've seen out of number 82 so far.
That's incredible. The save we saw by the goalie who started the game, that was a good one. That might be the best save since.
Korea going to work on the forecheck here with the penalty kill. A little under 40 seconds left to go in said kill. As the puck will trickle to the blue line. Korea with some zone time here, shorthanded. Push down low, and there is Seungwon Jung right back out there. Good to see after the collision along the half wall.
Yeah, and using his right hand with no problems at all. The release was excellent on that.
pushed out to center by Team China. Now giving chase is Shen, and he's going to win that race. Yifeng Shen in 2-on-0. Shen across, put on goal, and another great save by Bong. It's underneath him.
Wow.
And the whistle goes with 5 seconds left on the power play. What looked like a sure goal taken away by Daehan Bong.
Unbelievable. 2-0 in transition. That's the last guy you want coming in by yourself. Here's a look at the first couple saves originally.
Hang Che
And
with
then
that
this one
rebound
right
effort.
here.
And then
Wow.
Yifeng Shen sold the shot, fed it across, but Jidong Wang could not finish it off. Had 8 goals at last year's tournament, but is kept off the board there by number 82.
Wow. Still speechless, Zach. That was unbelievable.
Korea winning the face-off. They'll get the final clear of the penalty kill. Now 1 for 3 on the power play is Team China. Another collision there in behind the goal line of Team China, and they'll push it out to center. Will that be an icing call? Hongguan Lee trying to negate it, but can't beat that out. Ooh, narrowly avoids an awkward collision there. Does number 32. 2 goals in the game so far for him with 9:24 to play in the third.
Yifeng Shen was the story coming in because of his offensive prowess. How about China and how he can pass the puck? A little flip, craftiness. How about this one? No look, right in front, backdoor feed, tap in, and then the one along the boards was ridiculous. This one, the tap in here, and that one, that last one, we're obviously to get another look at that very last play before the end of the broadcast, but that might be one of the best passes I've seen in my last year of hockey life.
Korea going to work after a face-off win. Until Yu had a shot go just over top the very top corner.
Thanks, Braden and Calvin and Ed for putting that together. That's great stuff, guys.
Pushed back down low as China hold possession inside their own end of play. Collision in the corner, puck trapped. We're going to get a penalty coming up here, and now maybe a couple of them, as Jintao Tian was taking the initial penalty. I believe it would have been a rough.
There's a lot of roughing
and
going
now
on
there's
here.
a ton, and some frustration starting to boil over here for Team Korea. Now,
Yeah, no love lost between these two programs.
none at all.
7-2 the score last year in the Beijing bronze medal game. China led 2-0 with about 3 minutes left in that game. Ended up winning it 4-0 to take home the bronze medal. Couple of rivals here that frustration obviously, Zach, from Korea.
No
if
doubt
you're a
about that.
Korean player, you think this game wasn't a 9-0 score. If you look at the opening period, a couple mental lapses in period 2, game got away from you. Right? That game was there for the taking. For China, they really capitalized on those hungry 5 minutes in period 2. Bang, bang, bang. They came out and scored continually, and that's where the game is now.
We'll see what comes of this. We joked off the top that the refs in the first game didn't have a ton to do. They're a little bit busier here
Yeah, they're
in
certainly-
this one, as
They're into the stretch,
we knew
for
that
sure.
Jintao Tian was going to head to the bench. In fact, actually, oh no, just went to the wrong gate, it appears. And then joining him on the other side is going to be Jin Hyun Ryu. So, refs chatting with each other here at the scorer's table, trying to figure out how this is going to get settled. 8:49 to play. As there, we get a look at Jintao Tian. He's got himself a goal and a couple of assists as well. So here's the initial play.
Yeah, there's
Check
the team
thrown,
penalty
and then there's
actually.
the hand with the hand into the back, and then there's some extra pushing and shoving, a finger into the cage.
Little
Now,
face
whether or
mask.
not that was intentional or if his
If he
finger
just
got
caught,
stuck,
does happen. in
but of
sport.
course it never looks great.
No.
So that kind of escalated into all of this. It appears as though the only two off are Tian and Ryu. There we get a look at the Korean skater, Ji-Hun Ryu. So we'll see what looks as though face-off's going to come outside. No penalties on the board, so it looks as though it could just be 2 apiece. Roughing, maybe some misconducts.
The official's talking to the Chinese bench right now, and Ji Woo Yin, Fang Main Liu, the interpreter, giving the instructions as well as China. A really good second period. Period number 3, great as well. trying to understand. They are trying to comprehend what is being made of the penalty calls.
Still nothing on the boards in-house, so feel as though
China bench's penalty box is open. There might be another player coming along. That could be what the discussion is for. So Korea might be getting the power play out of this.
my apologies. That's not Tian. That's 22. That is Guan Jianhu, and now Kang Che enters the penalty box. And sure enough, it will be a 5-on-4 power play for Team Korea out of all of that. So the 4th power play of the game coming up here. Now the one thing I am noticing there is Guan Jianhu doesn't appear to be in the penalty box. He appears to be at the gate. So not sure what's going on there.
Okay.
And then,
Good catch.
heavy collision there.
Close to T as well.
And Hong Guan Li will push it across. China on the penalty kill for the 4th time in this one, as it's pushed ahead and right into the zone. Heavy collision there. Does not connect. Another. Bodies sprawled everywhere as nobody's able to corral that loose puck. It's in that cluster of bodies right inside the Chinese zone. Finally, it pops free, and I'm a little surprised that out of all of that, Jin Tao Tian is out there right now after he was the beginning of that whole exchange. Yeah, the catalyst. But
for Guan Chiaho, no longer at the gate. He looks to have gone off to the room. So didn't hear the in-house announcement.
Well, the in-house is happening right now. Played back, Shen looking, likes not to shoot. Now pushed back to the point. China with possession here on the penalty kill. Long shot, fired wide. And now Korea with possession once more. That pass does not get out. Now out to center goes the puck. Possession held by China, however, working right back in. Good work here. And who else? It's Yifeng Shen. Time, space, a shot, put it wide. Puck collected behind the net by Zhidong Wang. Long shot, wide. And now it rolls itself. Back to the blue line. 15 seconds left to go on the penalty against Team China. But it's Team Korea. But it is the Chinese team who've had the bulk of the pressure, trying to find that loose puck for what would be a short-handed marker, but it's directed into the corner by Team Korea. Out of the box comes Ji-Hun Ryu, who should not be out there, and we're going to get whistles as
too many players, I think.
It was, but that one's due to the penalty box letting out Ji-Hun Ryu before he should have been. Should have waited for a whistle, as there were already 5 Korean skaters on the ice. But another look here at that 2-on-1, and that's stopped by Wong, and Zhidong Wang probably not getting everything he would have wanted on that shot. But again, the passing, the IQ on Yifeng Shen in this game, and just as a whole on display here this afternoon. So, still a bit of confusion here. Ji-Hun Ryu will join the play, and we'll hang out 5-on-5 with 6:44 to go here in the third.
Trying to get things sorted out here. The officials are now waving Korea out of the draw.
Due to the delay in getting set for the draw, they have to change centerman. Bit of a strange rule, but one that popped up a few times over the course of my hockey watching. And it's a bouncing puck, eventually settled down by Team China. Jin Tao Tian, backdoor feed, and that one is tapped into the goal by the waiting. And it was Xiaodong Song, my apologies. They're celebrating like it did.
Thought he saved it.
It looked as he might have tricked the broadcaster here. Oh yeah, sure enough, my apologies, right into the glove. Good read by Daehan Bong to take that pass away.
Another look from the
yeah, just took it away. Looked as though it was tapped home by
there's a lot of tap-ins that happened today, so you're allowed to make that mistake for sure. You got one for the tournament.
And that one high, and that one left the playing surface, so we'll get a whistle. And another whistle. And another face-off coming inside of the Korean line. As there we see Jin Tao Tian open the scoring way back in the first and has been a large part of the offense for Team China since then. And that one's going to go the distance, and this one will be an icing call against Team Korea, so another face-off coming inside of the Korean zone. As Ji Feng Ryu back out there after serving his penalty. Gets set for this draw. Face-off won by Team Korea once more. And this time they'll flip it into the neutral zone. Icing will not become a problem here as Zhang Zheng leaves it there for a teammate. Pass ahead, intercepted, but stolen back by Hung Guan Li. After it goes number 32 and collides there. Oh, awkward there with Seok Oh, and he's in some discomfort. As
might have went face first into the boards.
As it's flipped out. No, they have not. As China back to collect, he is still he has not moved from that spot in the corner. And now Zhao Dong Song works in, feeds it ahead, but that one out of the reach of Jin Tao Tian. And finally, the officials blow the whistle. Now, I'm not sure if that was to do with the Korean bench yelling or what, but the trainer will hop off.
I'm not sure if the referee saw him just because of the positioning of where he is on the ice and the color scheme of the jersey. Maybe.
Here's another look, and oh yeah, not sure if that's the wrist or the head there for Seok Oh, but did not move after the collision and getting attended to by one of Team Korea's athletic therapists.
Well, game number 2, Zach, of 4 on the day is today. Coming up next, Canada and Japan. They have met 24 times previously internationally. Trivia question for you. When was the last time they met? Didn't want to put you on the spot, but why not?
Well,
we got some time to kill. You're a guy who dives deep into the prep.
Yeah, if my memory serves, 2021 World Championships?
Nope.
No? And good to see.
Yep.
As Seok Oh will make his own way off, which is what's important.
Some tough athletes, Zach. We saw that collision. I believe it was to start this period on the flyby. We thought, okay, player's in a bad way. He looks to be, he'll fight it off. Hopefully be ready to go for the next contest. Good to see.
Always
April 26th, 2015.
I was off by 6 years.
And now the Korean bench. Words to the officials, just trying to get clarification on what's going on.
That being said, if memory serves, score in that game was 17-0 Canada.
See? Wasn't put on the spot.
Sometimes I've got it.
More often than not. A little bit of repairs to the goaltender for Korea. Daehan Bong, who came in relief of the goaltender, Pak Jun Choi, to start the game. Pak Jun Choi had a lot of pucks thrown at him in the opening 15 minutes. Start period 2. I believe it was 4 goals on 5 shots. It was a 3-on-4, 4-on-5, somewhere in there where he ended up getting pulled. There he is. Great start to the game, and I think for Korea they can probably look at, well, that was actually their captain, Young Sun Kim, one of the players I think who got tossed as well from the game. And a little melee, there's the backup goaltender. So for Korea, they'll regroup tomorrow. They got Team USA at 1:30. Fun battle for them. And for China, they got Slovakia at 10 a.m.
As now a chance here for Team Korea as a steal, Seung Hwan Jung right in, gets a shot away, and that's handled by Yan Xiaoji. Another big time save for Team China's netminder. 5:20 to go here as that one is flipped back across and collected by Yu Tao Kui. Slid ahead, that one right into the zone, stolen away as Team China continue to press here. Ji Dong Wong centered it, stolen away. Byung Seok Cho read that well, and now Korea able to push that one down the ice, right on to Yan Xiaoji. As it's fired ahead and onto the stick of Dian Pang Q. Got a goal in this one as well. Feeds it across, and that one mishandled by Jidong Wong. Still in search of his first of the tournament as he steals puck away and has it now. Nice move there. Feeds it down low. Collected. Hang Che plays it in front, and that is going to be found by Daehan Bong, who will cover up for the whistle. 4:31 to play here in the third. Still 9-0 China. And Dave, what have you made of Team Korea's response here in the third?
Yeah, I think for them it's just a mental game right now, right? Frustration, when you're exhaustion. Well, you have a look on the face right there. That's a tired face. This is a game that Korea knew after period 2. Okay, let's make some little things well, do some little things well, and prepare us for the next contest. They can go back to the first 5 minutes of period 2. That's where the game was won.
Face off to the left of Daehan Bong's goal, and it's once again won by Team China. At the blue line, it'll be held in by the Chinese defenseman, that being Ji Liu. Haven't said his name all too much here in this one, but each skater playing a role so far, and Hong Guan Lee has played a large one. 2 goals, had 4 in last year's tournament, already up to 2. And now Jin Tao Jian puts one off the post, I believe. Might have been the outside of the goal, but 28 sniffing around still despite opening the scoring. Has a couple of assists as well. As Team Korea find that loose puck and force it back out to center. China corralling it inside the neutral zone. Zhao Dong-song, his pass goes off a Korean stick, found its way to a Chinese skater, but quickly turned around by Team Korea. Played ahead, and once again is Ji Liu. Ooh, nice pass across. Hong Guan Lee with space to work with. Takes what's allotted to him, drives in, drops it off for Zhao Dong-song. Pushed away, but tried dropping off for Hong Guan Lee. That did not connect. And back to pick it up is Zhong Zhang. The reverse pass did not work there. Now right off the bench, trying to chase after it is Seung Hwan Jung. And he does win that race, but takes a bump. And China able to get back in time. And again, that defensive unit that we talked about, China defending as 5 skaters, as one big group. A quick effort here is working right in there was Jin Tao Tian. Puck is still loose somehow in all of that. And they jam it home. China adds on, and double digits reached here with 2:50 to go.
Tao Tian? Or
It'd been sniffing around.
might have been, I think, Jin Tao Tian, yep.
Opened the scoring, may have just closed it out. As
2 goals, 4 points in last year's Worlds. And he's got a scramble goal here. Not going to be the prettiest one that you'll find, but gets credit with it. A lot of players collapsing around the goal mouth. Where is it? Where is it? A little whack here and a little whack there.
There it is.
Little crafty find. And just forces it over to pushes the leg of the Korean player. You can't get a stick on puck. How about I'll push your body to push the puck in the net? They don't ask how, they say how many.
Strange question there. Does that count as his goal?
That's
was
a good
he the
question.
was he the last Chinese skater to touch that?
That's true.
He may have just helped his teammate get a goal.
Right.
Without getting
Good
an
point.
assist.
Good point. Zach Mark's always the thinker. That's why I like him. So double digits, replica score from game 1.
Pushed right back in. China looking to add on. It's Shen again with possession. Passes off. Puck is there. Unable to get a shot away. Now Shen, high slot, fires. Blocker save made. Puck ends up in behind the net. Bong had no idea where that rebound went, but it was safely in behind him. As it's now swung around to this near side wall. And we got a penalty coming up here with 2:20 to play. And I believe this is going to go against Team China. As heading to the penalty box is Zhan Fuzhu. 3 goals and now a minor penalty to add to his tally.
Zach Mark's hat trick. And Yifeng Shen coming in was going to be the story. And he's great as a penalty killer, great as a forward, great vision. As you have a look in the penalty box there. So Team Korea heading to the power play. And another look at the penalty call. Team right there.
That was teeing. So he'll sit for what he hopes is the full 2 minutes inside the penalty box, and then Team Korea will look to get on the board here. A quick shot over top the goal off the stick of Hwan Jung. And now puck finds its way back into the Korea zone. After it again, unsurprisingly, is Team China. This is Heng Che. After it centers, quick shot blocked en route. Puck is still loose, and jumping onto it is Daehan Bong. Not taking any chances in front of his net.
Yeah, for Team Korea, 2 minutes left in this game. It's just a matter of, I'm going to be really belabor that point as much as I have today, that building positives for tomorrow. And I think that's what you can ask their head coach. Jung Ho Kim would probably be agreeing with that. It's all but a matter of about what, probably 9 minutes today. Zach really changed the tone of the entire game out of the 45 minutes that we've played. Take 9 minutes away, it's a different score for Team China. We talked so much about their offensive prowess, offense and defense. Pretty excellent here today.
Take away that second period, it's 2-0.
You're literally 100% correct.
As China go after it here after the clearing. No icing on that penalty kill. Clearing pass in front. It got through everybody, including the waiting stick of Heng Che, who had one gift wrapped but could not tuck it home. Is now a puck forced towards goal. That one deflected wide. Good stick in front by Ye Ha Song. And now it rolls its way out to center. Picking it up in stride, Seung Wan Chung. Now the puck rolled too far ahead. And now Zheng Zhang able to clear it back out to center ice. Final minute of play here in the third period. As Team Korea looking for something to build off here. A pass in front, deflected wide off the stick of Byung Seok Cho. And now bounced back out to center by Team China. 20-ish seconds left to go on the power play here. And now Ji Liu pushes it to open ice, but it's found only by Team Korea. Pushed back down low, deflected and stopped by Yan Xiaoji, who makes his 6th stop of the hockey game with 30.9 seconds to go in period number 3.
Well, the
Check
story
that,
coming
7th.
in, Soo Hung Chung, he was going to be the guy for Team Korea. 2 goals, 3 points last year. Led the team in shots, 14 in the tournament. Had a couple chances early on. And again, China's defense didn't allow them to get any pucks at the net. And by the time he was able to start getting some of those high danger chances, the game was well out of reach for Team Korea. And for Team China, they have played an excellent hockey game today. They can hang their heads high after last year's World Championship opening tournament.
Well, they might have one more chance. Hung Wan Lee will work right in, shorthanded, looking to add on. Another great save made by Daehan Bong. As time will tick, back to even strength goes Team China. The puck underneath the sled of Jin Tao Tian. Maybe time for one last look.
I think they're just going to possess it.
Looks like they're just going to fire that one into the corner, and that'll do it. Team China matching Team USA with a 10-0 victory to open the 2024 World Para Ice Hockey Championships. This one coming over Team Korea.
Yeah, China 10-1 win versus Italy to start the tournament last year. Yifeng Shen had 5 goals in that contest. They got a shutout against Germany in game number 3 of that tournament. So great win for China. One of those para-hockey powerhouses in and amongst the world. They're going to be right in the mix there amongst the final grouping. And so we won't have a post-game interview today, but when they're available, we'll go in-house for the players of the game announcements, the Chinese national anthem, and we will step aside to wrap things up from the Markin McPhail Center here, the Win Sport facility. Zach, 4 arenas on Calgary Olympic Park in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Just a beautiful part of the country. We'll go in-house.
Closing ceremonies. The best player from each team will be awarded a classic white cowboy hat provided by Calgary Tourism that symbolizes hospitality. In addition, the best player will also receive a beaded honor feather handcrafted by Moonstone Creation, which is owned by Ivan Yobin. Moonstone Creation is proudly Indigenous owned and operated and champions authentic handcrafted Indigenous art. The awards will be presented by Zach Dreger, an SO Medals player from the Calgary Hockey Association who recognizes all the great values hockey players showcase on and off the ice, and John Pucci, Director of Licensing and Analytics with Hockey Canada. The best player of Team Korea is number 4, Oh Suk.
As Seok Oh named the best player for Team Korea. Good to see he's okay after taking that collision into the corner earlier on, and named player of the game for his efforts.
Yeah, and no surprise, a defenseman named player of the game.
Solid
Korea,
effort.
100%. They had a lot of offense coming their way, part of that Game 1 provincial office program, club program in Korea.
Nope.
Getting the cowboy hat. You and I are marveling at that because we made our venture.
Is number 24, Zhu Jianfu.
And for Team China, unsurprisingly, Zhenfu Zhu, a hat trick for number 24, was a big part of the offense here this afternoon.
He had a hat trick of assists in last year's tournament. 3 assists, not the way one would call it, but 3 goals here in this contest. Great way to start the tournament for Team China, as we'll have their national anthem and to step aside and prepare for game number 3. So China and Korea back in the bronze medal game. China bested them in Paralympics 2022, bested them last year in the quarterfinals, and they got the contest here today, 10-0. Pair of lopsided scores, Zach, in the opening 2 games of this tournament, and a short tournament, right? When you talked about the goal differential, that's going to be a huge factor in tiebreak, and the last 2 teams get relegated, and the top 6 continue to battle. So here we go, the national anthem for Team China.
Nous vous prions maintenant de vous lever si possible et de retirer chapeau et casquette pour l'interprétation de l'hymne national de la Chine.
One goal in period number 1 in game number 2 of the World Para-Ice Hockey Championships in Calgary as China drew first. A huge period number 2, which really put this one in the books. One goal in period number 3. There were hits, there were saves, and there were a lot of great passes as Team China mirrors Team USA on the opening game, a 10-0 score. There were deflections, there was this unbelievable pass that we're going to see on the highlight reel. China victorious in game 2. We'll be back in about an hour's time. Thanks for watching.